kalat banyetre ringkat lang berkipai ba Menteri Tnad Forest James ke sang mah ka khatlai tere gunai tung arja arpoi ule kendu yunawa bathachaji uba Morning Star Khongthau barubani college je kharnami banyekran halor kilat kilenti bathamai banpin bahai ki khlau ki Btap kamei maryang balai kran ru halor ka jinglong jingman ka sin beneng ka jing Thmu ko long ban poi shikipai ba ki batip bar ki bedon ka jing e ye kamei maryang.
We are also looking in other more dynamic, legislation that we want to bring in, and this is to more or less transition ourselves from an economy which is based on agriculture. We are an agricultural economy right now. So my thought is, can we transition into a forest economy? Something that whereby we have so much of natural capital in terms of our forests, in terms of our biodiversity, which has a certain amount of capital associated with it now in the global context. The world has now started looking at how this can be capitalized or monetized, our natural assets and the wealth that we have, natural wealth. So we are looking at that from this transition will help us to enable us to generate wealth just from our natural resources.
Unawa batachaji ubade u officer bala shong thai Tnad Forest ula ajing mut badan ka man penne pensai kirukam jangkiri hendai ki batte bat shemphang bha kumnu banya dai ki khlau ki Btap.
Our tradition was structured. How much sacred forest you have to care, how much catchment. Today we talk of catchments, the Lao Lingdo, the Lao Niam, the Lao Adong. These were all kept separately, where the sources of water will come. So we moved away from that. That of course with the economic and population thing. For all, irrespective of ownership, there is a clear Supreme Court judgment. You cannot say, this is my ticket, the trees are yours, the minerals are yours. Court has said, you take out the mineral, but you have to follow the MMDR. Similarly, you want to fell the trees, you have to retain that many number of trees and then use it for commercial use and go for replanting.
Uba Morning Star Khongthau Nong Seng Jong Living Bridge Foundation ulong balade ka por bigi khana puli ki de banda thung hi dala ki jong ki khti yaki ding tangwan chu puli hakikot ulong ru bagi jingpan so thu pai ba shaphang ru kam tingkai ki jingkeng jri de ki ru kam tan rai kanyara ban pinne yakariti ka dostor.
So we need to introduce a practical class where students can get a chance to do with their own hands. So I've been working with Brian Walang with his students for 2 years now. So like example Environment Day. So we took his students they're 9-10 students, class 9, class 10. Not like class 6, 7 because they said, Brian said it's far place from my school, so it's hard for them because we have to just go for a day, they come by in the evening. So we need to take the elder students. So we took them to a forest where we teach them about the real environment, where they themselves experience, they feel the earth, they touch the water, and this is water. We read in book H2O, water, but we don't know what is that water. Right? So we need to do that, and we took students from Shillong College. So we teach them about the biodiversity, the importance of biodiversity in a village to protect, the animals, plants, and how the human beings can coexist, can connect. So like these kind of things, we need to practical.
Uba Nicholas J. Khanami unong seng jong ka partners of Playo ulong bamenta ka tenrai kalado. Hindi na kabenta ban riye ka Maryang ngidan ka man phai byang shala ka tenrai bat sha ki jingtip jing shampang jong ubarim baja.
Globalized in our way of looking at things, where we have forgotten about a traditional value system. When you're talking about conservation, when you're talking about bringing back the glory of forestry and environment, we cannot ignore our traditional value system. The Garo peoples are the ones who are still keeping it up. Khasis have already lost it. I might say it very bluntly.
Why do you say that?
For the sake that there are still, if you look at the way Garo people look at nature, and the way we look at nature is a vast difference.
Okay, I know how we look at nature, but can you elaborate on how
Because
Khasis look at it?
I have, not that I've traveled far and wide to Garo Hills, but in my experience while I was traveling during my experience with NRHM,
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to be able to travel the entire state
Okay.
because I was the host and I would go but the eco-activist in me always explored to see what is left of what we don't have in Shillong.